One of the things, very briefly, that I'll mention that this entails is the moving of what's called the law of the sea onto the land, okay, admiralty law. In admiralty law, the admiral is the unilateral authority. Nothing supersedes the admiral's law. It has to be that way when you're on the sea. And of course, when he commissions a captain of a ship, then the captain carries the admiral's authority on that ship. You have to have it that way, otherwise you get what? The mutiny on the Bounty. Of course, you know, it's at a certain point when the overburden of the authorities dictates becomes abusive to those that are under it. We do have the right to reestablish our own authority, hence a mutiny. But by and large, the law of the sea is he who is in control of the ship is absolute in authority. Okay, you can't have two captains on a ship. You know, one says go left, one says go right, and the wave says, you know, one of you is wrong. You know, now the captain may be wrong too, but you know, you have to follow one authority. So the control of the vessel and the laws of admiralty are key amongst the laws of nations, but they belong to the law of the sea, and they belong to the laws of international relationships amongst the law of nations. They do not belong to the law of the land. The law of the land belongs to the people. And there's a long history of that, starting with the Magna Carta, which came out in 1215, which of course was signed by our friend King John, who 2 years previously just signed over, you know, his titles, lands, and hereditaments. So of course the Pope immediately said, after he signed the Magna Carta, you don't have the authority to do that, and said, you know, we're negating that. Later, a different Pope confirmed the validity of the Magna Carta.